And here it is. The inner frame of the master grade Jesta is now complete. It's pretty cool. Very nice indeed. Great detail here. A lot of parts that I had to review and sand down a bit. It's pretty good. The one thing that I'm now need to focus on is on specific parts that I know I'm going to need to be doing some detailed work. Inner frame, of course, will be painted gunmetal. Just so I can cover parts that will be exposed. But things like specific areas, like the vents here, this part here, these will be, you know, painted. Some detail parts like these nozzles here, I want to do, of course, maybe I'll do polished aluminum. I was thinking of doing chrome, but since I've been working on this, polished aluminum should be sufficient for this type of kit. And I was thinking of doing the same thing here, just by priming, painting. First of all, prime them, then paint this black, and then paint it with the polished aluminum, just so I can cover those parts. Probably cover parts here and here with tape around there, in the middle, and then spray those inside. Don't think there's anything else I was probably gonna do that. Maybe I will do the same thing here, where this will, like, only the inside will be spray painted chrome or something like that. I have no idea yet. I'm still thinking. Of course, the vents is the one that I need to worry about. Like the vents over here, the vents down here, and the vents over here in the back, here and here. This, of course, the same thing. I don't see anything else that I need to do. Other than that, looks pretty nice. And again, this thing is very posable. I was surprised how posable it is and how well adjustable it is. Many people were telling me that it is a great master grade build. Now, I started to work on a few other parts, like here's the shield, which of course only the inside I have to worry about. Want to do some sort of two-tone color of some sort. The beam rifle has been assembled and sanded down. Actually, no, it's not sanded down. I put glue on this, so I need to sand this down individually. This part here, the actual sight scope thing, will need to be painted, but I'm keeping it open like this because there's that clear part that goes in there. So I want to paint it and then take it apart. And then, well, actually no, because if I do that, these things will still show the lining of it. So I guess I may have to put the clear part in there, tape it up with masking tape, and then you know, paint it, and then peel off the masking tape once it's done. Yeah, I think I may have to do that, and I think I'll probably do that. Yeah, I think there's not going to be any problems because I have to glue that part, then start sanding it down so I could even it out a bit. This one needs to be sanded down as well. So yeah, so the shield and the beam rifle are ready to go. I've already assembled the hands, which of course they need to be sanded down to clear out those nubs, those parts where you have to remove it from the sprue tree. So yeah, I want to get this thing squared away. So let's set this up. Here is the master grade inner frame Jesta before priming, and here it is already primed. The skirts from the inside, like this one here, is not primed because there's nothing to show for, since that's going to be holding up the grenade. I removed the clear parts because this one doesn't have the parts to hold for it, and I don't want to put it back on again so I can take it off again so I can show it to you this. But here is the primed head, of course. The arms, after I finished priming the arms in this position, I did this all the way so I can prime the inside of this. And also, I ran out of spray paint primer, so I had to pull this one out, the Mr. Surfacer 1000, so I can finish up on a few other parts. Now I'm going to be moving on to this one because I'm out of spray paint, but I have a lot of this. I primed the inner frame, the inside of this, because I said before I'm going to be coating that soon. But yeah, as you can see, there it is here. The excuse me, the inner frame of the Jesta is now fully primed, and now painted in gunmetal. But as you can see, I strategically painted in areas where I knew it needed to be painted. Didn't feel like painting the whole thing gunmetal because it's going to be covered with armor either way. Also, as you can see, I covered up specific parts of the kit where I'm actually going to detail it. I'm going to spray paint the chrome onto the joints of this kit. And actually I wanted to show this to you guys and just give it a little try here. Let me just zoom in. Good. I don't want to overdo it. So take a look at that. The parts of the elbow I can only do like on the front for now, and then I'm going to, once it dries, I'm going to flip the arm around, you know, turn it the other way, and then put the masking tape on the back, and then repeat the process. I think this was a bit appropriate to do something like this because it looked a little weird and bland if I would have left it as gunmetal. Another part, of course, that needs to be painted is the little vents here. So we do one here, and we'll do the other one here. Legs. I forgot to, actually, yeah, let me do this one because I didn't pass gunmetal on this just to give it a background, so I'll have to redo it again. Yeah, that's okay. And then the back part thruster here. This thruster here. So I'm going to let this dry a bit, and then detail some more parts here, see what else that I can cover up. Alright, so right now I'm painting up the lighter tone colors of the Jesta, and I've decided not to use the dark ghost gray, mainly for the fact that it didn't look right on certain test parts that I was working on. So I decided to use a different color that I had in stock. And what you're seeing here, if the camera shows pretty well, is I'm painting these parts light gray. Tamiya's light gray, XF66. I think it would be a lot easier with this color. I don't have light blue, or can't tell the difference with that blue, but I wasn't feeling that color either way. So I thought gray would be an appropriate color for this. And it feels a little bit more manageable for me to use. There's the primed, and there's the after painting it light gray.